Welcome, welcome, welcome. I have a new lighting system and it works well for my desk, but it does not work well for my face very well, and I don't know how to fix it. Chad told me to do this, and I have to work on it a little bit more. It's good for my art table though. I can see, which is a blessing. Let's see here. I'm going to change my glasses out. There we go. I need to put on my comments. Hello, hello. Well, this week is very fun. It's week 2 and it is about goodness and gratitude. Hi, Debbie. Welcome in. Welcome in. Glad to see ya. I was just going over this week. Week 2 is goodness and gratitude, and it's about apples. Oh, okay. Oh, I need my mic, don't I? Oh, I just thought of it. When I saw minute, I thought of Mike. Isn't that odd? Okay, that's fine. That's fine, Debbie. Love you, sweetheart. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to play around with apples and junk journal tags. Well, tags, you can use them for any kind of memory that you want to keep and place it in a magazine, or you can do to-do list on the back as well, and have a journal for your planner. Put it up your planner, you know, the tag in your planner. If I can talk right today, everything will be okay. My hair looks very pink. Well, I wanted to be able to see on my art table. We will try to continue to work on this light situation. All right, we'll just wait a few minutes. Hi, Cynthia. Welcome in, welcome in. I'm going to just stamp some of these. I need 4 of them for our apple book. For our tiny little apple dangle book. I think it looks really cute. All right. Then I'm going to get this off my desk. Oh, I got to show you guys. I can't get it off quite yet. I have to show you my template. And then if you want one, I can email the template to you. So you could use it for a small book of any kind that you would want to make into a dangle. Well, I tell you, I was I don't know how to say this except that I lost a lot of weight. I lost about 55 pounds. Kind of been stabilizing at that for a few weeks, but I think I'm on the road to lose some more. I can tell. I can just tell, you know, but it takes a while to lose weight. It's not a fast thing. See, I've been losing weight for a while, probably most of this year. And with that, my growth hormone has been stabilized with the Majaro. Also stabilizes me. So the hormone that I always had it elevated high, or probably just above high normal, couldn't get it down. Finally, my doctor put me on a different pill and it got down. Yeah, I've been working on it. working on my weight. So I've been, so anyway, I've been able to get off the insulin, no more insulin. I'm still on metformin and the Mounjaro. And what else happened to me? Oh, I all of a sudden got really, these tingles started all over my body. And I remember I had kind of a drug reaction from my restless leg medicine before. And I thought, I wonder if I really need it, because I do take something for my nerves, because they have been damaged, not a lot, but a little bit, where I can't stand it. So I do take a pill for that, but it also treats restless leg. And I thought, well, why am I on double medicine? So I just stopped it. Oh my gosh. I kind of had flashing lights in my brain, and I'm like, oh, I better check to see what this medicine, maybe I'm not supposed to just stop it, and I'm not. I was supposed to reduce it. So I went back and then started reducing it. It was a little better, but now I'm completely off of it. And it just took my body a little while to get stabilized with that, so I could think. And then I have a little other problem with Mounjaro, with fat, absorbing my fat appropriately. And so my son came and visited on Saturday, and I had a great time. So Friday, anyway, if you think about that, I am off 3 medicines. I also came off one of my hypertensive medicines. So I've been able to reduce my medicine intake by 4, and I'm so happy about that. So on to another thing is Friday, my physical therapist worked me out hard. I mean hard. I was like, oh, I said, no, this is my limit. This is my tax limit. And yeah, Saturday, and so I went to a store, and I'll show you what I got there when we go to the art table. But I went to the store, and I was on my feet like for about an hour, and then I went to the public library, and I'll show you what I got there. So about a couple of hours after PT, that's about 3 hours. Oh, I was so exhausted. I got home, and I just wanted to sleep. So I did that, and then I got up and was with my son on Saturday. We went downtown Snohomish, and he wanted to go through all the antique stores. And so there's 3 big ones down there. I mean, huge, like 3 levels, and you got all these stairs and basements. So it's like 4 levels of antique stuff. And I walked and walked with my walking sticks, walked and walked. When I got into the car after that, I said, Jerry, I don't think I can walk up my stairs to get in the front door. I'm going to have Sean carry me. Oh my gosh. I mean, my whole body was exhausted because I was like about 4 hours on my feet, and I'm not used to that. So that happened, and then Saturday I ate really good. I ate really good, like apple fritters at the bakery, and then pizza, pepperoni pizza, and Canadian bacon. And so I ate this. That was my dinner, and so it was high fat intake, and I just had taken my Mounjaro shot, and I just didn't click until then. What happens is I have a dumping syndrome because my body can't process that fat, and it goes into your bowels too fast. And so you end up having a yellow diarrhea type situation, which it lasted till Sunday evening. And so I'm like, oh my goodness gracious. But today, I have to tell you, I feel pretty good. I did go to my PT on Monday, and I do have exercises I have to do every day, but I feel really good now. I think I'm stronger from all that walking. I might be able to walk my heels now in my neighborhood without my knees hurting. That's why I said to my therapist, I said, well, if that happens, ooh, I'll be really happy, because then I can just walk outside and take a little walk, which I haven't been able to do because we have heels and my knees they hurt after one heel. So I'll be really happy with that. I tell you, my body is going through some changes, but I feel really good now. I do. I'm so proud of myself to get off more medicine. I'm just really, the more medicine I can get off, it's best. That growth hormone regulates your blood sugar. It affects your blood sugar. It doesn't regulate it. It affects your blood sugar, and it affects hypertension. So when my hormone was really high, I had to be, I've already taken away 3 drugs. I was like on 6 drugs for hypertension, and I still was very hyper. and so in the hospital, when they removed the tumor out of my head, I was in ICU, and they had to use the IV hypertensive med to get my blood pressure down. But anyway, I am off. I only take 3, no, I'm only on 2 pills now for hypertension. That's it. And my blood sugar, I'm just on 1 pill of Mounjaro. And maybe I can get rid of metformin, I'm not sure, with the weight loss, more weight loss. So I'm real excited about that. I'm so excited, I tell you. Goodness comes, right? Goodness comes. Any goodness that's happened with you guys lately? Any goodness, Cynthia? Any goodness? Goodness. Well, I think we better do our breathing, right? And you guys can write your goodness. Let's do our breathing, and we got to do Miss Patty. Okay. I do need to work on this picture of me. I don't know. Do you see my picture? It looks kind of... It's not really a good picture. On my face, I look odd. I look really pink to me. Okay, let's do deep breathing. I can talk all day. Oh, yes, that's goodness. Yes, that's goodness. Yes, Cynthia. When your family is just all doing really good. It's wonderful. Okay, 3 breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's go. 1. Let out that nervousness. 2. And 3. All right, Miss Patty, you are welcomed onto the stage. We are going to start some laughing yoga. Miss Patty, oh, I also am a little bit blurry from the lighting. You cannot quite tell what I am doing. I celebrated my 33rd, I was wondering what it was, 33rd anniversary. Oh, isn't that goodness? Congratulations, Debbie. A miracle, 33 years of being married. Yes, congratulations. That's wonderful, Debbie. So I need to work on the light to try to fix this type. And what are you going to say, Miss Patty? Oh, an apple a day keeps keeps the doctor away. Yeah, really? It's full of vitamin C. I guess that helps your body. Wow, that's just amazing. 33 years. 33 years. Simple Debbie Sue has been married. Isn't that wonderful? That is goodness, goodness, goodness. Yummy. Yay, Debbie. Well, what else are you going to tell us today, Miss Patty? Are we also thinking about gratitude? Gratitude and goodness. GG. Oh, gratitude is just really fun. Let's see. I am grateful that at least I can get onto the screen and broadcast to all my crafting friends. That is a lot of fun to do. And what about you? What are you thankful for, Miss Patty? I am thankful for being on the Joyful Art Time show, and I love to do yoga, laughing yoga. Hi, Cynthia. You're so pretty, Cynthia. Yes. My eyes get all excited when I get excited. Oh, mio mio. Let's do our laughing yoga. Okay, we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Oh, Miss Patty, continue to laugh. Laughing yoga all the way. This is called bringing joy to the Joyful Time show. I mean, Joyful Art Time show. I can't even speak after. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, dear Becca, you came right during the time that Miss Patty is doing our laughing yoga. So we get all those endorphins up. Hi, Juju. Oh, okay, Miss Patty says, hi, Becca. Hi, Juju. That's fine, Juju. In the balcony. I'll try to talk as much as I can. We'll see. All right. Miss Patty I think it's time to go now. You've had the stage long enough, Miss Patty. Oh, one more time, stage time. Okay, Miss Patty, time to go. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Okay, she is gone, bye-bye. Oh my gosh, I have lots of gratitude too. Lots of gratitude. All right, so we're going to start making right away this little apple thing, because it's got apple thing, a dangle-apple mini book. And remember to give me a thumbs up for those people who are watching in the theater. I would appreciate that. It helps the algorithm and helps other people find my show. All right, so let's see here. We're just going to go to the art table. There we go. Okay, goodness and gratitude. That's what we're going to do. Goodness and gratitude. Okay, I'll show you what I'm using. This template. It is an old block. It's an old block form. I found this at my local thrift store. There is a phone number on it. It does say limited edition 1997. So what I thought I could do is, if you're interested, I can email you the template. Now, I use this, but I just kind of use this to get my squareness happening with these little apple books. And you'll see how I do that. So I was just cutting out, because we need 4, and what I did is for the pages, and I double-sided the, I guess there were 12 by 12 packet of papers that I have that I never use. And that's what I did. So we have one here, and then when I fold it, it's very nice, because we want to have enough thickness in our book, you know, to make it look like that. See? Okay, so I got one of those down, and I'm just going to cut this one. Yes, I was playing around with apple stamp. I got this off of Amazon. It's a fruit stamp, and it came in a day after the grapes. Okay, so now I'm going to, like, I might have, sometimes when you glue these in half, you might have a little bubble, or you might have a place where it did not glue. That's okay. Just kind of monkey around with it to get it to go right. That's how I do it. I monkey around with the paper, like twist it, monkey around with it. Hi, Ellen, welcome in. Nice to see you, dear. Oh, you got another job interview. Yay, woohoo. Goodness for Ellen. Goodness, we're talking about goodness and being grateful for what we have going on in our life. Oh, I thought I had, oh. I put this one up before cutting it out. We need 4 of these to get it to look like a nice book. And sometimes I have to cut these down. So actually, I'm just using this as a template, and you'll see what I mean once I get started. And of course, I can't cut in a straight line, right? You guys know me. I have the hardest time. Okay, so this one looks like we have a spot, see, or it did not glue, because I doubled my paper for thickness. So we'll just get the glue stick and help it out, right? That's what we'll do. How's this over here? Well, that looks pretty good. Okay. Now we can just fold that. Okay. And I'm going to use this black one because I haven't used it yet. I know you can't see me cutting out, but I'm cutting out the book page. Okay. There we go. Just see how I cannot cut a straight line, right? I don't know why. I don't know why. It's the most unusual thing. kind of get this to go like this. Okay, so at this point, I just kind of, like that'll be a, let's put the, this, and this. So that gives us enough thickness. Looks like I might have, let's see how much, if not, oh, it's quite a bit. Wow. Let's glue this too. That's a big chunk that's not glued. I just used my glue stick and tried to glue it, double the paper as best as I could. All right, there we go. You're fixed. And as you can see, we're going to have to trim some of that up, right? Okay, but we'll do it later. This piece I didn't want to use. Okay. And we'll stick all this stuff over there in a corner that I don't really need. Boy, I can see really well with my lights the way they are. Now I'm going to try this out and see if it even helps more. Oh, that doesn't look good, does it? It's too bright. So, well, I don't know. Can you guys see okay? I'm following chat's instructions to put that little light on there, and my big light said to put it above the camera. And so that's what I'm doing. Maybe we just need to put it more like this. Yeah. And I can see much better, at least for my art table. My picture might look a little funny. All right. All right. So this is watercolor paper. I used gold watercolor, and I stamped the apple onto the gold watercolor paper, and then all I do is just fussy cut out the apple. And I think the inside of the apple looks really cool, being gold, from the gold watercolor paint. So this is going to be our focal point. Hopefully I don't mess up that stem right there. I can always glue it back on, right? If I mess up the stem, which I hadn't on the other ones, I can always glue it back together. So I should just put these out so you can see them. I think I forgot to get the ribbon out. So I always forget a piece of something. Now this one is, so I used Stampin' Up! Paper on the outside of these. And I'm going to use Stampin' Up! Paper again for the outside. I just like the way that it looked. I didn't really have any other type of paper that would go well with it. So see, cute little apple, isn't it? Cute little apple. Okay. Now, so this is the Stampin' Up! Paper. I'm going to use this really red up here. And what I did is I took the other side of the stamp and just stamped it on there. And then I can fussy cut this out pretty quickly. And you know, it's not going to exactly look like this. Now, but you'll see what I mean when I'm using it as a template. Now, I had made in the past other tiny books. Now this I actually sewed on, and I used the template. So the template will come in like this. And see, I sewed the signatures on. This is kind of a, and then I have these little beads and they go around it like that. These are more Halloweenish, I think is when I did these. But you'll see that this template, it goes over the corners like that, but I'm not going to use that for this particular spooky walk in love. Oh, I forgot. I had a look at this little tiny. I did do some decorations in here. Oh, look at that. A house. I love houses. I'm going to make a house journal. I found some 1970 material. I'm just going to make it. Well, anyway, kind of show you there. I was playing around with those. Whoops, we don't want that. From this template. So if you see, this will come down and down and down. But what we're going to do, we're just going to cut it off because we don't need it. Except I am going to keep the little flip right here so I can flip that under. It just helps the top of it. So I'm going to try. So what I did, I just cut it like this, like a square at first, because that's how I'm going to, oh, I do need the innards, don't I? Oh, I use cereal box for the inside, sandwiched between the two papers. And sometimes because my cutting is off, I just kind of straightened it up by cutting to get the book, you know, to work. I can measure it. I'll tell you the measurements, and after I do this, so I just do that. That's what I do. Let's see what and they might all come out a little bit different. It's, you know, you just can't. 1.5 inch by 1.25. No, they're all about 1.5 inches square. 1.5 inch square. That's pretty tiny. Pretty tiny. Pretty tiny. Okay, so I keep a bunch of cereal boxes like this. I'll show you. I cut them down. And I keep them in here. I've got a few more to cut down that I've collected, but I have a lot to use here. But that's how I do it. Oh, good. They landed safely. I'm so impressed. So impressed. Well, let's see. Where did they land from? They were coming in from somewhere, Cynthia. So you're grateful. Cynthia's grateful that they just landed safely. Thank you, Jesus. Yes. Yes. Yes, that is goodness and gratefulness. They actually go together. And I think the fruit, apple, your it goes right along with goodness and gratefulness. See, there it is. So if you want this template, let me know, or you can just do it on your own. And, you know, just start with a square. And you can do it on your without a template. It's just that since I have it and I found it, I thought, oh, I'll just use it. Okay. This is very good because the cereal box, see how it's very flexible, and that's what you want. You want that flexibility because we got to mold this into a book. All right. Yeah, you can make your, so probably if you, let's see, if you, maybe 1 3/4 inches, make a template that is a well, no, I have to say that's not going to work. See, I'm terrible. That's why I use this template, because I am terrible when it comes to measurements. So this template, what we're going to use, oh, I can't read that. I can only read inches. So it's going to be about 3 inches by it's almost 2 inches. I would probably just make it 2 inches. This is like 1 3/4 and 1 2, you know, it's like 2 little dashes before the 2. You could make it 2 inches. I would just do 2 inches by 3 inches, close enough. And your book would be approximately the size here of 1.5 inches, as we, hopefully I tell you the measurements right. I hope. Okay, so all I'm going to do here is glue these on, sandwiching this board, and I'm going to use the quick dry tacky glue from Alina's. I don't use fabric tack anymore because, and I think you all know, I have asthma, and so that's all I do, is I just kind of just put that on there, and then I flip it over. As you can see, I can tell right there I did not cut it. That's okay. That's okay. It'll come out okay. And then I put this glue on top of the cereal box. Oh, I know what I forgot to do. I forgot to score it. Well, we can, it's a little easier if we score these separately, but we're going to score it as one big piece. So that's it. If you want, it's a little bit easier, but you can do it without scoring each piece. But if you score each piece, it's a little for the let's see, the binding of the book, where these, so where this line is here and this line ends here. So if you score right here on all three pieces, it's a little easier to bend and get that, I guess, the binding. I don't know what to call it. Just try to glue this on the best you can. Doesn't have to be perfect, but try to line it up the best you can, because we will cut it. The quick drying glue, for some reason on the cereal box, I guess maybe it has a slippery side to it, and you have a little bit of time to move it around. So I am going to allow this to dry, and what do I have to fix in the meantime? We have to let this dry. Let's see, I need something better than that. Maybe this. I did get an old iron, but I have to wash it. Well, maybe let's just try it and see if it'll work. I put it down here, but I bought this at the antique store because I thought it was $8. You can see that it was $8 just to add some heaviness, but I didn't wash it. But you know what? I'm going to use it anyway. You guys are all my friends. Oh, they flew from Dallas to Alaska for their job. Oh my gosh. For their job. 3,000. Cynthia, you counted the mileage. That's a long way. Wow, Alaska. Where in Alaska, Cynthia, are they going to be working? I gotta pick out some ribbon, so that's what I'm going to do next. Excuse all my crunchiness. I meant to get the ribbon out, so I need this little tiny ribbon. Oh, and I also got this at my local thrift store, this ribbon. Oh, what the deal is that I can't open it. Here we go. So I have a blue, red, a couple mauve, purple, blue. Let's see, what color is this? Oh yeah, it's that reddish color. So I can either like use that color, or probably just stick with red. I could use a white. What do you guys think? Red, white, mauve? Well, we could even do blue. Red and blue look good too, if we want to do something different. Oh, can you guys see? Oh, this is going to stick. Oh, okay, here we go. Red, white, blue. Red, white, and blue. Good night, Ellen. Sleep tight. Okay, Ellen. Love you, dear. Thank you for dropping by. Oh, they are building mod homes for the guys that are building a port to stay. Oh, okay. That is a good job. What color should we use, ladies? Any suggestions? Should I just keep it with the red for the apple kind of thing? Or we could go blue. You love it all. Ellen says, oh, there we go. I finally got that up. You know, I could do blue. That would be different. Red, white, because I do have like a mauve. I got a white one. I've got a red one. And I got a mauve one. So let's just make blue. Okay, so my iron idea, I like it, but I don't really want it to stick, because then I won't be able to. So let me try to get some glue that somehow seeped out, putting the pressure on here, but that's okay. It's a good thing I checked it. Okay. And I'm gonna do that like that. Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna put that iron on that big old iron. I'll just keep this blue. I think the blue will look pretty. It'll stand out. So this is very 1/8 inch for your ribbon. This is a double face satin ribbon, which is washable. I don't know, I found these at my local gift store. So what I do, well, I'll show you. I'll keep this out though, because sometimes I have to measure that. All right. Look at this. Yay! I'm so excited. I found a fruit book from Emily Lex Studio at downtown Snohomish. So this is what we're going to use. I was so excited. I thought, oh, so I'm going to paint that apple, of course, on Watercolor Thursday. How about that? I am so excited. She has a fruit book. And she has pears and cherries and, of course, strawberries, which we'll do. Now the pomegranate, we won't do all of these because they're not all in. And look, they have grapes. Oh, I struggled with this little grape. I've been looking at it. I haven't done anything to, I've been looking at it. I think I added some highlighting around the edging. And I did find someone who makes these little plates for doll houses. And they actually use little tiny stickers. They don't, you know, draw or paint, but they use little tiny stickers. Okay, so I got that, so we're going to use that. Went to the library and I got one apple cake, A Gratitude. And this is a child's story, which I haven't really read. I mean, I looked at it and I thought, oh, it looks cute. I'm looking at it, can I tear it apart? Yes, I can. This story was 2019 apple cake. The cake recipe looks really good. Thank you, Hedge. Thank you, Tree. So she's thanking the trees. And I thought with the apple trees or any kind of tree, we can hug trees. Hugging trees is fun. Thank you, Flower. Thank you, Bee. All right. Thank you, Rain. Thank you, Sun. So they're going to have a good apple harvest. Thank you, farmers, everyone. There's your cow, Debbie Sue. There's your cow. Thank you, cows. Thank you, hens. Thank you, family. Thank you, friends. And look at that apple tree. It is pretty full of apples. Thank you, earth beneath our feet. A cute little ladybug. Those would be fun to paint. Thank you for the food we eat. Hedge and tree, flower, bee, cows and hens, family, friends, earth and water, fire and air. Thank you for the gifts you share. And there is Mom peeling the apple. Thank you for the food we make. Thank you all for apple cake. Oh, those little cats behind the window. They're cute. Behind the tree, I mean. Cute. And here's the recipe for apple cake. Now, I didn't try it, but it takes 1½ cups of apples, 4 eggs, 1½ cup of honey, 1½ cup of butter, or you can use dairy-free if you want, 3 cups of nuts, ground to make flour. You can use hazelnuts or almond flour. I would rather buy the flour, almond flour, okay? Or you can do a mixture of both. A half teaspoon of baking soda. Then you preheat your oven, line your baking dish with parchment, prepare the apples, peel the apples with the vegetable peeler. So you skin all your apples. I love to eat apple peels while you make applesauce, or if I have to peel the apples. I love the apple peels. So then on a cutting board, you cut across the center of the apple. So then it tells you how to do your apples. And the children can use a short knife, not a sharp one, to cut down through the apple as if cutting slices of cake. So children can lay each slice down flat on the cutting board to cut out the piece of core visibly, and then cut the apple chunk into pieces. Measure your apples. Then in another bowl you do your flour and your soda, and in another bowl you whisk the eggs, honey and butter. So I guess you would have 2 bowls and a place where you put your apples. And I guess here it says mix everything together. Then put the mixture in the dish and bake the cake for 40 minutes. Now they do have a topping. Prepare 2 pots of water. So let's see, what is it? Okay, so you use a boiler kind of thing, boiling water on one, and you're going to do ice cold water on the other. Oh, I don't know. Blanch the apple slices in boiling water for 1 minute. Transfer the apple slices into the ice water. Oh, this is a little complex here. Place the apple slices on a paper towel to dry off any water, and then you just arrange the slices, oh, like this, on top of the cake. Well, that's interesting. This actually sounds like it would be a good recipe. Huh, yeah, a good recipe for fall. Apples they really don't come into season, do they, quite yet? I got this one too because, I got 2. Because this is Life on an Apple Farm. And I wanted to check, we won't do all this, but we'll go to page 16. Because I think we all know that the flowers on an apple tree, they grow, those white flowers grow into the apple. Let's see, page 16. But I wanted to kind of know. Here we go. So it's harvest time. So by August, the apples are ripe. This means they are fully grown and just right for picking and eating. So for me, we go across the mountains to the other side of Washington State, where they have tons of apple orchards. And I don't know, I probably am about an hour and a half away from getting some fresh apples like this. So the apple pickers use ladders to reach the fruit. The pickers wear cloth collection buckets over their shoulders. Oh, I wonder if they still pick. Let's see what time. I don't know. I didn't check the date on there. 2012. That's kind of old. I mean, it's not that old. So the apples are emptied into the buckets into large wooden bins. So I guess some of the apples go into giant refrigerating. I didn't know that. The rest of the bins of apples are loaded into a truck. They are on their way to a large fruit company. So then it talks about the packing problem. But I did want to see harvest time. So August, right? August is when now you're going to stick to the, I guess. Okay, iron. I think this is dry, I hope. Okay. So now we went through that. Anyway, I'll share the apple cake recipe in case anybody wants to try it. I can put it on my community page. I guess I could put this also on the community page, this template, and then I won't have to email everybody. You can just take a picture of it if you want. Okay. Okay, now I gotta think. Where am I in this process? All right. I'm getting at I have this scoreboard. Oh, what happened? I'm not sure what happened, guys. My husband is not using the internet. There, sorry. So you make a good apple cake every fall. Yeah, it looks like there would be good for people with who have to watch their sugar intake and low in calories, not too much fat. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I might have touched my, this is a Score Pal. This is really helpful. Okay, now I'm just going to score the best I can right down here. And then I'm going to score, well, it looks like, oh, that's a little bit off. Let's see. Okay, I'm a little bit off for scoring. How I fix that is maybe making sure these are straight here. Okay. Maybe, let's see if that'll help me get into a score. Yeah. Okay, you have to go over several times since I didn't do it individually, and then I go to the back too. It's still a little wet. It's good if this is dry, because otherwise your paper could tear. We'll just use this heat on here. I work in a basement, so So it's very hard to dry. Something that it takes a while. Okay, yeah, because if you do this on wet paper, it could tear on you. So then we're just going to kind of go like this. And whoop. I'm trying to follow that line, but it's kind of thick. There we go. Okay, there we go. This will just help get your tiny little book to fold. So we kind of have to go like this and play with it. Doesn't matter which way it folds. I'm kind of using my fingernails to get it to fold. All right, there it goes. Okay. So after I get it to fold, then I cut. Because now I know that's going to work. Okay, so I am just going to cut all this off because we don't need it. And I'm going to try to do it the best I can. You know how I am about cutting. I'm not always straight. Okay. Then we're going to cut this off too. And then we're going to cut into here. Because we do want that little tab. All right. Get out, get out, get out. I haven't been to my local library for such a long time. But I don't have a lot of things on fruit, although I wanted to do it this month. Right. There, so let's see, now we're going to, I can move this out of the way. All right, let's see here. So it's coming together. And I'm going to go like this. So we need to cut more. Oh, this didn't glue very good here. That's okay. That's okay, it won't matter. So we need to cut more because see how our book is still smaller. We're going to cut those lines. We're going to cut here to meet right here on the edge of the book. So now you can, I measure by my eye. You can do exact measurements, but I'm not that kind of person. So I'm just going to use my eye. And then we're going to do this one. Let's do this side first. Oh, it's harder. We're just going to measure. We're going to measure by our eye. Here we go. And then we're going to measure this by the eye. And if we have to make any adjustments, we can. This is where I might not be cutting correctly. So see, when you do this book, it might be like this, right? But that's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. What we're going to do is try to get that spine. That's what we call it, a spine. And we're going to, like, it doesn't matter if you have this little bit here or a little bit there. Kind of makes it look cute. And we're going to paint it. Okay, then we're going to try to get this book cut. Hi, Evie. Glad to see you. As straight as we can. We're going to wiggle it around. And then we can kind of see where we need to cut it some more. So it looks like I need to cut this a little more here. All right. And I'm going to cut a little more off here. And we've got to cut this piece here. How you doing this wonderful evening, Evie? I am making a book, a little tiny mini dangle book. All right, so as you can see now, it looks pretty close. Maybe a little bit off here. That looks pretty good. I'm going to just cut this off just a little bit more. So I just go around and just trim it by eye. That's what I do. And it does not have to be perfect. Okay. Now, I like your periwinkle nails. I just got back from the park, all good. On my wrist, no restrictions. Yay! That's good news. I've broken bones, so I know how hard that is to have to go through, right? All right, so in this book, I'm just going, now I'm going to try to get this to stick, but I'm not going to be too, I don't have to really worry too much about it. Okay. And then we're going to put, because we're going to close this book up, right? All right. And I got to get this going here. Oh, good. I am fortunate. I just have straight Medicare with a gap. I pay for a gap. See, this is crooked too, but I just use this archival ink. You want to make sure it's waterproof and do these edges so they makes them look kind of old, you know. And let's see if I can. So I can see right away that I'm going to need to cut some of this off of the page. And I'm just put the glue in there. And I'm just usually, so I wonder, I'm going to cut some of this off. This is how I measure. And cut some of this off on the top. I think I'd rather have it between these two thingies because otherwise it's too thick here for the page. Okay, so that's one. And so if we do this one next, probably even, you know, I go back though and kind of, because I forgot I cut it, right? I always forget to do the edging, but that's okay. We can just do it now. Okay, and then this one, oh yeah, we're gonna have to cut here. So let's cut here. Do I have to cut the width any? I think we can keep that width. Oh, remember to do your edging, Vicki. Yeah, I don't pay anything for physical therapy because I didn't sell my, if you go to a HMO, you sell your physical therapy and then it costs you. Here I am making this last minute. I'm gonna just trim it on one side. There we go. All right, now this, oh, it looks like I have a little bit more here. Okay, so let's do this one. We want to cut some here, some here. Oh, your husband still works. Oh, I didn't realize your husband, is your husband younger than you, Evie? I'm just wondering. Did you marry a young man? Wow, 8K deductible. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we have on Medicare, I think it's like $250 deductible. Wow. Oh, wow, Evie. You're like my sister. Her husband is 7 years younger than her. And when she got married, she was like, oh, she was concerned about getting older when he would still be looking young. Oh, I need to cut this more. Now these don't have to be perfect in here because you're not really going to see them actually, and you kind of want to line up the top of the pages the best you can. The bottom pages you're not really going to see, but you can line them up if you want to. So I just cut, and that's how I line up the pages. So we're gonna have to I'm just gonna wait to powder up these because I am having to cut these quite a bit. Wow, so people who are working have there's this one lady, and I can't remember her name. She needed knee surgery, and she just paid, I guess she paid it by cash. She just pays by cash. I don't know if that's an option too, I guess. And she put it on her care credit. Yeah, put it on her care credit. Just cutting this down by eye, guys. I might have to cut it down more as I close the book. We'll see. Medicare deductible is $3,500. Oh my gosh. That is a lot. That is a lot. So you just keep pushing everything in there. And I just glued, between the pages. And you can see I'm going to need to cut a little more here. It's okay. We don't have to have this completely perfect because it's all going to be closed. If I can get this here. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. It's being fiddly on me. I don't know why. Okay. I can live with that. See, I don't care if it's a little bit wonky. I don't care. Okay. Now, for this ribbon, what I do is I come here and I just put this on one side. you want to give yourself enough room to make the bow. So it's better to have your ribbon longer because you have to hand make a bow. And then I'll go to this side. If you like measuring and having it perfect, be my guest. You know, that's fine. Where I just do it by eye and trim, 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 and I go, oh, that's good enough. So you want to try to meet your ribbon the best you can. Doesn't matter if you get too much glue in there. So looks like I'm about right there. Yeah, I kind of put it on the lower end because then the ribbon, the apple will show more. And then you just want to like get all this glued in there. Yeah, you could make a library, or if you have a dollhouse, you know, people like these too. I'm having a little problem with these. So I'm just gonna like kind of hold this together, stick that down more. Okay, so there's one more thing we gotta do. We gotta get an eye. Oh, I forgot about the eye. Gotta get an eye. Let's see, I gotta get back here. Because we want to make this a dangle. Let's see. Okay. I gotta get an eye. So what an eye is a jewelry piece. So we're doing blue. We could do this color eye. Let's do a silver eye. So these little eyes, they come in a jewelry set. I call them eyes because they have little eyes on top of them, like a little round circle. I'll show you in a minute. I don't know if that's their real name. It's about, let's see how big this is. It's about 3/4 inch. And we're going to stick this on top of the book. Now, I kind of about right there probably. And I'm just using this glue. You could probably, I don't like to use the other kind of glue. Because I always burn my hands. And plus, I don't know where my thing is. I thought, well, maybe I should get it out and have it close to my desk, just in case. So I just glue that so you still have that looking up like that. Hot glue, that's it. You could use hot glue and it would be quicker, right? You don't have to wait for drying time. Okay, so let's see. I'm just going to go around here and in there and around here and around here. I always forget to edge everything. I don't know why. I always do. Just so it makes it, the book and the edging and it all look good. Now this will dry clear. Okay. Now I'm going to put this on for the decoration. Thank you. I just did my blue fingernails. Well, this will be the focal point, the apple. So you could use any kind of focal point you want, but since we're doing the apple theme, and this is made out of my Canon watercolor paper. I always forget what, this is the watercolor paper I always use. I like it. It works well for me. Oh, I'll get it here in just a minute. This one, 140 pounds. It doesn't cost much money, and for the craft that I do, it works perfect. Okay, so we're gonna just add a little more glue here so we can have this book close. I guess we can draw corners too. We could draw corners. Okay, so maybe this is where, well, what did I do? I think I just did clippies. Just to try to get this to glue better. Hold that down. And here we go. Kind of hold this down here. So all we have to do now is tie the bow. I'm just going to get this off my desk. Oh, gotta put my this paper is from Stamping Up, Evie. I like the way that it bends. I used Stampin' Up! Paper here too. It's like this 12 by 12. And then for the inside though, I didn't use, this is good paper. This is deluxe paper. So then I went and used the back side. Well, I used the 12 by 12 and then I folded them in half. Whoops, for the cheaper paper to make the pages for the inside of the book. So I have some strength to it. They come in tablets and you can buy them at Michael's. They're cheap, but it's cheaper paper. This ribbon I got at my thrift store, 1/8 inch. That's what I used here. This jewelry case I bought on Amazon. Pretty cheap, I don't know, $6. It's not really a lot of money. And then when it dries, I'm going to add, see a little, it's hard to show you. See, they hang like that. And I got a whole bunch of these for like, I think this was $5. But you know, all this stuff adds up. But I needed, if I'm gonna, I want to start doing some more dangles on my work. Let's do a blue one here. Oh, that's the only paper. Well, yeah, I have some expensive paper and I've tried it and really it doesn't work. It just doesn't work as well. The Canon paper, I don't know what it is. It's just cool. Okay, so we got the clip and oh, I got these wooden beads and I got really tiny ones in here. So I just go like this. I love these wooden beads. Aren't they cool? Look, I got a heart. A wooden heart. And let's see, is that a pink or a red? See, I got these little tiny. Oh, let's put this barrel on. So I'll just open up this clip. And stick that if it fits. Yep, it fits. We'll just stick that on. If I, oh, we'll just leave it open because I got it. See, it's this little tiny barrel. And then how I put these back is I go like this. I learned. And then you use a paper plate, and you can just stick them all in there. I got this off the What Not app, I think. I looked at their jewelry supply and I saw those wooden beads. I said, oh, I need them. Oh, I need them. So a lot of my beads now have come from What Not app. It's a, you bid on stuff. You bid on stuff. Okay. Now, let me show you. I did this experiment. Oh, I have to do it because I did lock it. Now, this would have been better probably with hot glue as well, but I just used my Avena's glue quick setting glue, but it had to, I hung it up here to just so it could dry really well. So I'm unhooking it. off my basket. So I made, this is an apple, and then I made leaves out of the beads. I made a big leaf, and then a medium-sized leaf, and the stem. So, you know, it's whimsical. And it's hard for me to show you. Whoop, whoop. But it would dangle like at the end of a journal. And then we could have other beads up here, or we could just hook it into a journal. Because this is the flat side of the apple. This is a plastic apple. So I used a trinket with some beads. So I did that. And I want to try this. What do I want to try? So I have this tag, but I wanted to try. Oh, and I have this little piglet. Is that the only apple? I have this little piglet with a bunch of apples. Oh, isn't that funny? But I want to put a napkin on here, an apple napkin. And I think with the red, it'll probably look kind of cool. So I do have this wire that is going to bug me. I guess I'm gonna have to take it off, but I might use some of it to put some more beads on here, since I'm in the beads. This is a tag. Now this type of tag, you can use as a to-do list. You can put it in your planner. So I want to get enough apples. Let's see. I really don't want the bird's nest. I kind of like, I don't want the bird. So it's only going to go up there. So I'm only going to get that much of an apple. Okay, so if I go this way, so this is how you have to kind of plan, because I can kind of see here. If I go this way, I will get more apples. I'll get 1, 2, 3 apples, I think. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to cut it. And you kind of just do this by eye. You can also write notes. You can send these out as gifts. Or you can put them in your journal, right? Oh, I love to eat apples too. I do. And I put, I thought of gratitude and goodness with our apples. Gratitude and goodness. So I'm going to do this easy. Now there's a lot of ways you can put on napkins. I am going to do this the easy way, and I think, and that is by glue stick. You can use medium. You can use glue, Elmer's glue. You can use any kind of glue. But for this one, I'm just going to use this, and I'm not going to really put any glue on top of the napkin. Which you can do it that way too. Put glue on the bottom here if it's a liquid medium, and then put the glue on top of the napkin. But I don't really need to do that. for this little project. All right, kind of have to be careful because remember this tears. So you want to lay it down as careful as you can. Well, I guess I'm going to get almost 3 apples. And then you just lightly do that. I think it's an easy way to put on a napkin. And it still looks good. And I'm just rubbing it. Of course, you could use like one of these things. Mine is so dirty. I've never washed mine. Mine is dirty. But I go, oh, you can tell I got a little bit off there. You can use one of these too. Oops. See where, oops. Okay. So Vicky, see the napkin is kind of, I'll tell you how we're going to fix that. I'll show you. We'll just add a bottom. Okay. So we're just going to add, it's okay. Hopefully it'll blend in. Yeah. So EVC here, I made a mistake, right? You were afraid of making mistakes when you go live. But you know what? You can't help it sometimes. Sometimes you just make mistakes. Oh. And it doesn't matter. It'll happen when you do it live because we're not perfect. So I'm just going to cover that up. And I'm probably going to use this because I'm not going to be able to put a stick on top of that. So I'm going to use a liquid medium. That's a fluid gel medium. Oh, wait, I don't. Okay, I want this to kind of be more here. So we're just going to do kind of a collage. There we go. Now I'm going to have to wait for that to dry, but okay. Whoops. Oh, peanut butter with apples. That is yummy. Yummy, yummy. Okay. I got to put some on top. This is the medium. Oh, I forgot. I haven't fixed that yet. I just haven't done it. So we'll see if I have to do this on the top. because of this. We'll see if it'll all look good. Okay. All right. I'm going to help this along by using a dry gun. Because I wasn't expecting to use wet. We'll see what it looks like. A little quicker. And you can notice when you use a liquid, you can see the difference. This is real smooth. This will be a little more wrinkly looking. So it just depends what kind of look you want. I was just doing this glue here too because it's quicker if you just do the stick. But it's fun to use napkins just to decorate stuff with. Just kind of getting this. Bye, Evie. See, I made a boo-boo, Evie, on live. It's just going to happen. You just got to figure out how to fix it. That's all. Good night, Evie. Thanks for dropping in. I really appreciate it. Oh, I don't know if you saw my comment, but when your paper is like wrinkling because you're not taping it down, if you squirt water in the back of the paper and get it wet, your watercolor paper, and then kind of, you know, go like this a little bit, and it'll go straight. It'll straighten out your paper. I don't know if we can buy these red tags or not anymore. I bought a bunch of them a couple years ago. They've lasted me that long. I still have more. I don't know how tall are these. These are they're kind of tall. Oh. They are about 6 inches, but they do have that top on them by 3 1/4. Yeah, I like the red color. I thought it would look good. Wow, that's still not dry. It's pretty cool down here in the basement that I work out of. I did not put the heat on today. Let's see. Yeah, it's like still damp. I forgot it. I don't have a silicone mat down. Let that other glue dry. So since I got this tag wet, it's going to move a little bit. So I don't know, we could leave it red in the back, or we could put, I think we could document with red in the back. All right, that took a while. Okay, I think that might be dry. And then we can just cut around the napkin, right? And I am thinking of just using like a little pearl bead on top. Now you can use yarn on top. You can use cloth on top. But because I'm into beads right now, I am going to use a bead on top. And I got this beads, I got a bunch of beads, that color. I took apart an old necklace. And I thought, no, nobody's going to wear this old necklace. I might as well just recycle it. So I get my beads that way too, from recycling. Stick that over there, my trash. All right. I think we can document on the red. It's so pretty. You could put a poem. You could put a short story. You could document something special in your life that you want to remember. I always say, oh, I'm going to remember that and remember this, and I never do. I never remember it. Nope, I don't remember it. You could use this for a to-do list, pretty to-do list. Make your own, right? So what I'm going to do here is just kind of, if you wanted to, you could put lace around here. If you wanted to display a pretty lace, and then you could fold it back when you put it in your journal or your planner or wherever you want to stick it. ends in there. All right. Now I'm just going to use, since I have this machine, right, I might as well just use it. We're probably going to be that way, or are we going to be this way? Probably this way, I think. All right, I got to get the hole lined up. Hopefully I will. Let's see if I got it. Kinda. I got it. Oh my gosh, I got it. Oh my gosh. Now, let me make sure that this wire, so this is the necklace I took apart. And maybe just like one little bead, but I got to make sure it'll go through this wire. Because this necklace, I think they used, which I've learned in it now, yeah, it'll go through. Now we could like kind of make this go this way. Oh, maybe I want more beads on there. I was thinking, oh, I just want one. Oh, now I'm kind of like, oh no, I want more. So I put these beads by color. Like this one I'm not going to use, but see that old necklace? And then it's kind of hard. Well, no, here's the openings to this are really small because I think they used the string. So I can't never, but these I can get through. They have jewelry string, jewelry wire, and I don't know what else. Jewelry string, jewelry wire. I'm learning, I'm learning. So we could just put like a little handle up here, couldn't we? Like we do with the cloth, but it would be with the beads. Why not? Heck, why not? So how, if we make it like about, here's something different. But I only have one there. I might have to get to the bowl. We'll see. Hey, what did you guys eat for dinner? Anything good? Did you eat anything good for dinner? I gotta... I think it's here. A wire cutter. Well, it's a little bit quicker, I guess, to put cloth, or you can combine this with cloth if you wanted. But it's, I I think as I work with the beads, I might get faster at it. I'm kind of slow compared to some of those ladies on the YouTube. Oh my gosh, they go so fast. I have to stop it and go, oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, so that has a little kink in it and the bead won't go over it. So see, I just learned that. You want to make sure you cut the kinks off. Bye, Juju. I know you're getting ready for your show. Thanks for being in the theater, and remember to give me a like before you leave. Sometimes I have to remind people. It really helps the channel, doesn't it, Juju? We all know that. I think I'm just going to put this here, just to be odd. Just to be odd. So this does take a little more time, I guess, than doing the cloth. But heck, it sure is cute. Okay, now I gotta think how, I guess what we'll do is we'll just right here. I've never made one of these before. So if we just tighten that right there, and then we bring this through, let's see, and then we've got to tighten it through here. And then we'll just take these things off. If I can get close. I saw someone use a, what did I see him use? Fingernail clippers for their wire, which I thought was kind of, well, see, that's not really gonna, maybe that's why they use fingernail clippers. Oh, I got one. There we go. Okay, and then we're just going to use this little tool to get those to stick down. Okay, I like it. I think it turns out cute, but you know what I think? Maybe we need some material with it too. Just because I see the wire, and it's, hey guys, what are you doing? And I've got a lot to work from. So I've got this, and I think it'll fit through the hole. I don't know why the wire would bug me, but you know what I say, if something bugs you, we should fix it, right? That's what I think. If it bugs you, fix it. Do something to make it look better that your eyes will like. So I'm just playing around with this. have no idea. I guess we could just tie a bow. It's bow night. Ooh. So we will wide that. Okay. Maybe we could go one more. We'll try it. It didn't quite hide in the back. I'm sure somebody has done this before. Okay. And oh yeah. Make sure this goes over it. There we go. So now we could just tie a bow. We'll see what it looks like. Not bad. I think it looks kind of cute. Different than what I'm used to. There we go. And then we can document in the back. And we could still stick it in and out of a pocket. Oh, that was fun to make. That was fun. I'm just wondering. All right, so I'm sticking these beads back in. And I can either make one more tag, or I can finish up this apple book. But you kind of already get the gist, right, of the apple book. I mean, because you see I'm just going to use, oops, I got it backwards. I got to put the pin first. So maybe I could use the apple book on a, I didn't think about that. Let's see, maybe I can. Let's see what I got here. I might not give you the opportunity. That yellow looks good, huh? Probably better than the green. I don't know, green. Or let's see. We could put this one here or this on the green. What do you guys think? Are you gonna, what do you guys think? I think I can use that base and it'll be really quick. And I don't have to cover, I did bring out some tea stained stuff that you can use for the backing of tags. Which maybe I'll just use, let's see. Okay, we're gonna both look good. So this got a little bit bent somehow. So just for fun, let's put the number up there. Is there a number on the bottom of that? Yes, it's 52. This is a real old ledger paper, and it was so crumbly. But when I gave it water and I tea dyed it, it became strong. It was the most unusual thing. Oh, I wanted to use some of this too. Oh boy, I got all this stuff out here. I just put it all out in case I want to. Oh, we want to do it this way. Okay, let's do that. Oh, where are ya? Here we go. Now I'm going to run this on this because the paper, I'm not sure if I can do it on the paper, even though I think it's stronger. Because working with old paper, this is from a 1930 ledger. I bought it a long time ago, very inexpensive at that time. Now they want so much money for them, it's like you can't really afford them. I should probably share some of this paper because I have a whole ledger full. I probably won't use it in a lifetime, right? Oh, I'm really crooked. Oh, Vicky. Oh, Vicky, you're crooked. Crooked, crooked, crooked. There we go. Aha, this looks cool. And I think you can write on it. I'll try it. But it has to be dry. You want to make sure this is dry. I can't believe how strong this paper is now. Tea dyeing it made it strong. Okay. Now I can put the book right in the middle. These scissors are so dirty. To keep all your equipment clean, you got to wash it all out with alcohol. And it does take time, but I guess it's like, you know, your tools outside. You want to try to take care of them so you can use them again, right? There. I really like these Pantone cards. I think I was using this one. Okay. You know, this would be kind of, it's plain, but you know what it would look good in? Like just if you were making a little journal and you use it as your centerpiece for your journal, it would be cute. Okay. So you never know. I'm thinking of, when I think of something you can write with, I'm thinking of a focal point for a journal. Okay. I'm just going to try to get this in the middle the best I can. You know how that is sometimes. Oh, Vicky, there. Let's do it, Vicky. Let's do it. Okay, then I get one of these guys. And we have I don't know why I can't find what I'm trying to find. I have green, or I don't have white. I guess white. Yeah, I have to buy some more. These are all the colors I have. I'll just maybe do one of those gold ones. Where is it? There it is. I should remember just next time on Amazon to get some more colors. Get some more colors. Okay, girls, this is the hard part, right? Vicky and her muscles. How about maybe that? Okay. Just want to make sure I got it. Okay, there we go. All right. I have to grunt. It's like picking up a weight that's too heavy for you. Oh, it worked. There it went. All right. Okay, then we're gonna just put our little book in here. I gotta open it, so I'm gonna bring it closer to me. There it is, so I can see where the clip is. Come on. Which side are you? Oh, you're gonna open that side. Okay. Whoop, we don't want you on there. There it goes. So we could add cloth to this as well, if we wanted to. Got some glue there. Crap. I thought this was dry. I have to make sure that I rub it. Okay. I know, I just think it's so cute. So that's an easy tag. This was a little bit longer. I did want to use some of this tape and put this piggy on something. Just because, let's see if I have time. If I have time, I'll do it. Let's see. It is, oh, it's 8:18. Oh well, guys, you either want to stick around for a little bit longer, or are you ready to go to nighty-night? Are you ready to go nighty-night? I'm just looking. I'm just looking. Okay. So I had, where is it? I'll just give you a quick idea. I had this tag here that someone gave me, and this would look good sewn probably as well. But I could use this for a template. I know, W. Sue, it's late. It's time to go for night-night. But see, on this, I would sew it. And you can kind of see it there. I could put my little piggy. This is from some sort of game. I could put my little piggy like right there, so it doesn't look like it's floating, and I could just sew around it. And I could probably add some of this red tape just to give you, just because I wanted to use some of this tape. If I can, with these fingernails, see this hasn't, I don't think I've used this tape. This is great for binding on your binding. You can use this tape. Okay, come on, come on, come on. Ah. I'll try to change my YouTube thumbnail to put what, if I don't forget or get sidetracked, or to what we made today. I don't know how else to do this. Good night, Debbie. You have a, you need your sleep too. Our sleep's important. Ooh. Good night, sweetie. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate you. I really do. Okay. Why not? And then I would just stick that guy there. Ha 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 ha. I found a use for the tape. All right, I'm happy now. So I wanted to include more trinkets, more beadwork into my makes. And this is a trinket from a game. And it does really look cute there. It really looks cute. I wonder, maybe I'll just use the regular. Oh, is this a girl or are they different? No, they're the same. Do we want the piggy that way? Or do we want the piggy this way? It doesn't really matter. So if we're going to have the journal going that way, we'll want piggy, right? So it'll have to be on this page. Yeah, let's put it this way, because if we put it this way, we're going to want piggy to look, we're going to want our page, and see, it won't fit. Okay, we're going to do this. I don't know if you understood what I was saying. That's funny. So we could use game pieces. I was looking for some games at the thrift store. That's where you want to get it. So on this one, see, like, she didn't put anything. She just sewed it, right? And I think that's what I'll do. I'm just going to sew it. And I don't think it needs anything else. So this is the 12 by 12 paper that I folded in half. That's fun on the back. It's double-sided, you're right. See, I push this down and then the glue comes forward and outward and every which way. I always put too much glue. I don't know why. It does dry clear, so it's not like there's going to be a lot of it showing. All right, it just wiggles around too. So I want it right there. So let's keep it there, Vicki. Okay. It'll probably dry. All right. Enough messing around with my puzzle piece. It had a little stand with it, but I don't really need it. I don't want it to stand up. I want it to lay flat. All right, so we got our little piggy with the apples, and I'll just sew around that. I mean, really cute, aren't it? All right, let's see what we made. We made this, we made that, and we made this, and we made this. I would probably, well, look at that glue. Let's see if it's melted in there. I'm gonna just take some of it out. It's still sticky. So it'd be best to do this after the glue is dry. Yeah, you want to leave the glue to dry. Yeah, it's just really sticky still. I work in a very cold, damp basement. It's a rec room, but okay, not dry yet. So we want that to dry before we do the rest. Well, all right. I knew it would take a while to make that book, but I was hoping that we get some done. I thought, well, there we go. Ho, ho, ho. Very exciting. Thank you, Cynthia. You're a trooper. You must be a little bit more of a night owl. I am too, more of a night owl. I go to bed about 2 in the morning, and then I get up about 11. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy. And then we got this I made on the outside, before. It's nice to have these little books, I think stashes of them, because, you know, then you have them ready to use for when you want to use them, I think. I'm going to try this stitching like this too. See if I can do it. I'm going to try that kind of, have you tried that stitching before, Cynthia? All right, I'm getting my mouse. Whew. Well, the lighting for my face is off, so I'm going to have to figure out that. But my table, oh, I can see so much better on my table. It's just wonderful. So, what am I thinking of? Nothing. My brain's tired. I need to eat, I think, and maybe drink some more tea. You think for my face too, they're okay? It's better this way than the way it was. You think it's okay? Okay, well, maybe I don't need to worry about it then. I'll just let it be. If it looks okay. Oh, I'm so excited. We had a good night. Well, Cynthia, thank you for hanging out with me. Love it. And I know I had, okay, I have like 6 people. Remember to give me a thumbs up, guys, in the balcony. It was fun today. I hope I didn't miss anybody. Sometimes I miss somebody. I wish when there was a ding or a bell would ring when somebody would comment. Of course, that might aggravate somebody, but I didn't miss anybody. Well, Cynthia, good night. I give you my love and my peace, and to your family as well. And Tuesday we'll watercolor the apple. Probably won't take very long, I don't think, but but I'm so happy to find that book, because you know I can cut that out for ephemera too, so it's okay. Happy that I found it. I think I like making bead toppers. I do like it. You have a wonderful night, Cynthia, and I'm going to say bye-bye. And please give me a thumbs up, guys. Don't forget, in the balcony. Please, thank you. Good night.